My best friend Trina and I have been planning our dream trip to California for years now. But after spending the first night in Beverly Hills' newest and most luxurious hotel, I'm not sure we will be around in the morning to actually enjoy the rest of our stay. You see, everything was great in the beginning, and, well, of course the plane ride was awful, but we had to listen to a child cry for 5 hours during a flight, and anybody would be driven crazy if that happened to them. But after we landed, I was safe to say that the wait was definitely worth it. It is beautiful here, and I was hoping we would make up some time and wake up early just to relax and walk around the city after a nice breakfast. But at the moment, it's currently 1 in the morning, and I'm doing my best to ignore the thing trying to get my attention by the window. We wanted a luxurious experience on this vacation, so we put in extra effort at work, saved up some extra money, spent a couple nights in one of the city's newest and most popular establishments called the Recreation Hotel. The Recreation Hotel. It was amazing when we got there, and the staff was so friendly. It was like we had known them for years. Nothing felt wrong, and actually, if it had been any better, I probably would have fainted. And if I had bet on anything, never in a million years would I have ever imagined this place to be so terrifying. Trina was the one who found the letter in the drawer of her nightstand. She laughed and laughed, thinking it was a weird prank left behind by the previous guest to spook whoever found it. Inside was a list of rules, and now I understand that whoever left this behind was not trying to be funny at all, but rather giving us a chance to stay alive. It looked like I have some time at the moment, so I will tell you what the rules are. Not only will it keep my mind off things, but this will also be a warning to anyone who reads this, so that they know never, ever to book a stay at this place. Never. After 11, and rule number 1. After 11, make sure you turn off everything in your room. And this includes all your cell phones or any sort of noise machines you might have brought with you. They will be used to try and talk to you if you have them on, so don't. Rule number 2. If you fail to complete the first rule, you might start hearing them call for you. Ignore it at all costs. Never respond to them, no matter yourself, but she won't be happy about it, and you don't want to see her. I promise you that. Absolutely never ever eat anything Philip gives you. That we know, right? But rule 8. Absolutely never ever leave your room unless you're instructed to do so. If you, under any other circumstances, break this rule, you will never be found. Your body, if it is found, will not be identifiable. Your bathroom light will come on at some point, and you will hear the toilet flush and sink start to run like someone's just finishing up their business. You must be in bed when this happens. Close your eyes and do not open them until you hear it leave your room. Make sure you also hear it shut the door. Rule number 10. You will hear someone outside your bedroom running up and down the halls. This is when you look through the peephole. If you see a little girl, do not open the door, but tell her that her mommy is worried about her and is waiting downstairs. Waiting downstairs, that her mommy is waiting downstairs. If you see a little girl and a little boy, can see, I was stupid enough to ignore the first roll, and now every once in a while I will get a phone call from an unknown number. I have to keep my phone on silent mode because of this. For some reason I cannot turn it off either. I'm assuming whatever it is, it doesn't want me to. They would leave voicemails for us, and Trina was the first to actually listen to one of them. She told me that it sounded like her father, telling her how much he missed she told me to do was remove the clothing from my luggage and throw it all in the bathtub. Then she told me to find the hotel's Bible and tear out all the pages located in John. I am a religious woman. I grew up with a Christian mother and a Catholic father. As strange as this may sound, to some it pained me to do this, but I refused to find out what would happen to me if I disobeyed her. Lastly, she told me to open the mini fridge and remove all the beverages before placing them in the circle on the floor. My mind was spinning. Her requests were definitely strange, but nonetheless I did exactly as she said. In fact, I would have done a handstand while reciting the alphabet heck backwards if she told me to. Ridiculous and insane as that sounds, I just wanted her to leave me alone. Hopefully next time she calls, her requests will be just as simple and as innocuous. The children did show up, the boy and the girl. They looked around the age of 7 and 8 and were both dressed in all white. She had very long black hair, but the boy had short blonde hair. They looked nothing alike. Were they related? As predicted, she did ask if I wanted to play with them, and I thankfully managed to tell her with my best smile that I would play with her in the morning. My voice shaky, but they seemed to clearly understand me. However, it did not stop there, and she continued to persist that I play with her that moment. I never told her no, of course. There was a point I almost did slip up, and I swear to you her childish pout turned into the most disdained scowl I'd ever witnessed. Her eyes widened a bit, and there was something about her that practically screamed danger if I did not think fast enough. I don't exactly remember our conversation, but in the end I managed to convince her that I would play hide and seek with her after breakfast, and that seemed to, well, appease her. She bragged about being the best seeker for a bit, and finally thanked me for it. She ran off. The boy followed without a word, and the moment both of them rounded the corner, I quietly closed the door. I didn't even have time to fully turn around before the bathroom light flickered. I tripped on one of the beverage cans while scrambling for the bed, which did something to my ankle. Unfortunately, it still hurts like hell, but I somehow managed to get back to bed no sooner than I needed to. I closed my eyes before realizing I did not throw the covers over me, but the bathroom door was already creaking open, and the air immediately went cold, freezing cold. Whatever came out had existed to begin with. Why would he ever put me through something like this? What did I ever do to deserve this? It's 3:37 a.m. I have five minutes. God help me, save me. Trina has not come back yet. I miss her so much, but what the list says is true. If what it says is true, I'm never going to see her again. If you're still reading this, thank you for getting this far. If I do survive, I'm going to tell you what happens in the morning. Until then, thank you for reading what I have to say. My name is Christina Morris. Please let my family know that I love them, and I'm sorry I cannot wish them all a proper goodbye. That was part 2. We're going to part 2. I'm sorry, that was part 1. Pink Fever 19. So I stayed in a luxury hotel with my best friend, but on the very first night I was given a set of rules that instructed me on how to stay alive. Update number 2. Yeah, I found another note. Someone did slide it under my door about an hour ago. Well, as you can see, I made it through the night. I'm still alive, but regrettably, I'm also somehow still in hell. Before I start, I would like to thank you all for the words of encouragement. It really does mean everything to me. It really does mean everything to me. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. To the bottom of my heart. Anyways, a lot has happened. A lot. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like this place is very keen on letting me go. The man did come to my door last night. I saw his footsteps. I also saw he wore a black, very black suit, darker than black I have ever seen before. His face was not very visible, but to best describe it, all I could see were his very thin lips, very dry, widened to an unsettling degree. He paced the room and several times whistled some sort of tune. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, it sounded like an old nursery rhyme. I don't remember the name. Sorry. The room dropped in temperature drastically, and despite holding my breath, I was fairly certain he would get to me because my heart was beating so loudly. I'm not sure how smart it was to hide under the bed, but that's exactly what I did. He looked through the door, the closet, then paced the room again several times more. But that's all I did, really. He didn't exactly leave through the front door. He just, left. Much like how he came, he just she started asking me what was wrong, but all I could do was hold her and pull my eyes out into her chest. She didn't really make any effort to comfort me, only asking me over and over again what was wrong, stuff like that. Did something happen? Are you alright? Why are you crying? She asked question after question, and the more she asked, the more worried she sounded. I don't know how long I cried for, but after calming down, I did manage to get a better look at her, and Trina was taller and her hair was a bit longer. But besides that, she did not look much different than, well, the real Trina, I think. At least at the time, she didn't. Of course, things only started getting weirder from there on. Putting aside the rules for a moment, I started asking her my own questions, like where she went and why she was gone for so long. I know I probably wasn't supposed to, and it probably wasn't the best decision, but I had to make more of an effort to not break down again in asking questions, especially ones that could be answered and explained. It was an action that did help my mind stay off the terror surrounding me, even for a little bit, not to mention keeping my sanity in check. Unfortunately for me, her smile was unsettling, and her teeth were somehow brighter, kind of glowing than I remember. She told me she decided to go for a short walk before bed and apologized for not inviting me to go along with her. Before I could say anything else, her smile widened into light, and she asked me a question that filled me with terror and dread. Would you like to go with me this time? You seem so stressed. I froze, as stupid as it was. I did. She asked me again if I was alright, and grabbed me by the hand and slowly started leading me towards the door. I yelped in pain as my ankle throbbed. She didn't even seem to pay mind to it and continued leading me to the room's exit. I pulled at her, trying to, but her grip was firm and strong. Not humanly strong. My voice was gone, silenced by the fear alone. I was trembling so much it was hard for me to even stand on my own 2 feet. The moment she had her hand on the door handle, I thankfully somehow managed to finally say something in a very small tone. I told her no. I told her no. Now this is when I started noticing something else was definitely off with her. Her movements were slow, but it stopped to turn me in confusion. Well, why not? My throat was so dry by then, everything just hurt. It was frustrating that she refused to acknowledge the poor condition I was in. Something very unlike Trina. Not the Trina I knew anyway. The Trina I grew up with. This thing, it was not her. Whatever was interacting with me was not Trina. She's a nurse. Well, at least she's going to school to be one, and as annoying as it was, sometimes she would once in a while lecture me about my health, about how I ate too much fast food, I didn't exercise enough. Trina would have never overlooked something as noticeable as a sprained ankle voice was still trembling. I'm surprised she understood me, but then again, she also didn't seem to notice how afraid I truly was. She just shrugged it off. Sure, what about? I had to remind myself over and over again to play along, to pretend that whoever this is or whatever this was Trina, and that I had to treat her like Trina. I brought up some topics and questions about nursing school, and once or twice bringing up her favorite TV show and talking about the latest episodes that we were about to see next. She never missed a beat, and was even optimistic when talking about the test she had recently took. Her words were genuine, but I could not get over how unsettling her smile was. It looked wider, her teeth even brighter. She looked human, but at the same time she was all off. I don't know how else to explain it. I'm sorry. The longer we talked, the more and more tired I felt. I was so exhausted. But as instructed, I by no means fell asleep. I refused to be left vulnerable with that thing. She did ask me one particular question I found odd, something to do with the last time I thought about taking my own life. It moved me off guard. It caught me off guard, really, but I told her honestly that I never thought of anything of that sort. Life meant a lot to me. It still does. She only gave a brief nod before changing the topic, going on about one of her favorite professors and how cute he was. I never noticed the sun coming up until she pointed it out herself. Her whole I don't know. Demeanor changed and she gave a heavy sigh. I'm not sure if it was in relief or defeat. Man, we didn't get a lot of sleep, did we? She mentioned, once again slightly disappointed. Maybe we should at least try and get an extra hour in before we head out. Sure, I said, but could you first go downstairs and see what's for breakfast? If we're having French toast, I want to be the first one in line. Also, feel free to bring some coffee up or something if that's ready as well. I don't know how I managed to do it, but I guess I should be giving myself a little more credit for coming up with so many excuses on the spot. It worked again. She smiled once more, then got up. We stared at each other for a moment, and I swear the air felt colder instantly. Reluctantly, she eventually agreed and told me to call her if I needed anything from the lobby. But then she was gone, and I took her a bit to get to the door, but the moment it closed behind her, I felt a huge sense of relief. It was finally over. I could get out of here. Not knowing if I should take my things out of the tub, I just left it there successfully completed your task. Congratulations. Number 22. If you didn't hear her scream and you've successfully completed her tasks. Congratulations. Roll 20, 23. Now, here, once again, a little tricky. There is another chance that someone will knock at your door. Open the door. If it's a man, he will ask you if you have seen his hat. His hat. Tell him yes, and that you actually turned it into the lost and found. He will thank you, and he will leave. Don't cock at his appearance. If no one is at the door, you must go 2 doors down to your left and knock on their door 3 times. And tell them to stop knocking on your door, and that if they really need someone, contact the front desk. You will hear footsteps approaching the door afterwards. Make it back to your room before they actually catch up with you. Roll 24. I left something for you under your bed. It's for emergencies only, so please only use it if and when necessary. Roll 25. We don't keep paintings in the guest rooms. If you see one, turn it over and ignore anything they try to tell you. Well, there's a painting of a woman in the bathroom. She's blonde and she's wearing a sundress, posing in what looks like, I don't know, some sort of curtsy position while smiling happily at something to the left of her, I turned it over as mentioned. I can't remember if it was even there in the first place when we arrived, but I didn't do anything but sobbing. Or I'm really going crazy. This place, this hotel, it's not normal. I don't know what else to say, except now I'm afraid to be in the bathroom. It's probably haunted by some weird painting, if not worse. Who's leaving these notes anyway? Who's leaving these notes anyway? I mean, they're for me. I never really considered how or why this person is trying to help me, or how many others they have helped, or why they only leave notes. It's practically killing me, having all these questions and no one to ask for answers. I'm exhausted. I really miss Trina. I don't think I've quite accepted the fact I will never see her again. But what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to tell her family? What am I supposed to tell mine? For some reason, my phone just glitches out every time I try making a call, bringing me back to the lock screen before I have the chance to scroll through my contact list. Part of me is convinced that this all is a horrible nightmare, but I don't know that it can't be, because my ankle is throbbing and won't allow me to. I can hardly move it. I'm not sure if I even will make it tonight because of this. But I'm so scared. I can't stop crying and I'm so tired. I can't pray. I don't have the energy. It's currently been about 3 hours since I've been back. I can hear people down and up the hall like normal people. I don't know if they're real or something the hotel is fabricating. I'm going to try and get as much shook wildly, and then I woke up. I was in bed again, tucked in safely as if nothing had happened. My body was covered in sweat, and a heavily gasp escaped me from the moment I sat up. The boys behind the window had ceased, and the wailing in the bathroom had also seemed to completely disappear. The only thing that I remember remained from before was the smell, and that time I actually did throw up because of it. Everything all completely silent afterwards. Unsettling how quiet it was. The only thing that could really be heard was heavy breathing and my rapid heartbeat. That woman, there was no trace of her whatsoever. As if she were never there. Her horrifying disfigurement, the screaming, it all still haunts my dreams and will probably do so for a very long time. Whatever was in that box, it saved me, or at least I think it did. It clearly did something nonetheless. I only had so much time to rest before I needed to follow the next rule, but at least it was enough to find my now useless temporary water bottle. I managed to take a couple sips from it after heaving out whatever I ate before all this mess. Probably plain food. It helped just enough to clear my head, even ease some of the trembling from my sweaty palms. The bathroom light came on without warning, but this time there was no sound of a toilet flushing or the sink running. Roll. Number 9. If the light comes on suddenly, you need to make your way into the bathroom. Look in the mirror and tell your reflection, now's not the time, maybe later. If the light goes out again, you're fine. If they don't, ask your reflection, what time should we meet again? If your reflection responds, thank it. And only take your leave when the lights finally go out. My ankle throbbed as I leapt over to the bathroom. I felt so much worse the longer I was on it, but through pure adrenaline I still managed to get around well enough to do whatever needed to be done, at least during certain moments. The mirror never lies. That was made certain the moment I saw my own reflection. My hair was stringy, the mascara and foundation I had applied days ago streaky, and absolutely horrid. I barely recognized myself, clearing my throat. Also straightening myself, I repeated the words written. Now's not the time, maybe later. I was never the talker, not to mention someone who talked to themselves in the mirror, or no less, so it felt really strange. It wasn't normal, at least when you're not giving yourself a motivational speech. Normal, you know what I mean? But nothing happened. The longer I stood there, the more uneasy I felt, standing there covered in sweat and looking at someone who would normally have smooth makeup on, even on off days. It was unnerving and a little bit humiliating considering the sorry state I was in. With a breath, I reluctantly continued, what time shall we meet again? It took me 2 tries to say that, knowing very well that at some point my reflection was to respond, and nothing could have ever prepared me for that. She smiled and she laughed and she cried. It was a wave of emotion. What? I didn't know how else to describe it. It almost looked like she was glitching, and with every glitch showed a different emotion. Every emotion I probably ever felt at some point in my life, she finally settled back to a neutral expression, completely ignoring the mortified look I was giving her. away from the door as I possibly could, but still close enough to knock. Not a very comfortable position, but it was all I could think of to handicap myself. So I knocked 3 times before quickly asking whoever was behind the door to stop knocking on my own door to contact the front desk if they really needed something. I didn't stick around to hear the footsteps limping away as soon as possible, but I wasn't fast enough. I was just a couple of steps away from the door before I heard the door behind me crack open. Something very loud said, "Hey," called out from behind me before they followed. Before I shut the door and blocked the entrance and saw a pair of angry eyes staring back at me, it was a very happy, sad-looking man. His shirt, from what I could see in the pitch-black darkness of the hallway, covered in stains of unknown as boxers, too small for him. I mercilessly continued to try and push the door closed, despite this, going so far as to throw my body against it as he swore in pain, anger, and only worsening the more effort I put into my weakened strength. "What the hell are you doing? Why are you knocking my door so late, bitch? If you wanted it so badly, you could have called or something." The hand somehow managed to get a chunk of my hair and pulled hard. My head hit the wood of the doorway and I screamed for him to let go. But his boisterous demands easily overpowered my own. I instinctively continued to pull away like a trapped animal, successfully yanking my head away hard enough to break free, but loosening chunks of hair in the process. I slammed the door shut, then locking it for extra means before the man started pounding heavily against the wood. I was certain the door would break, even with my body pressed firmly against it, but he eventually gave a final angry growl before storming off. I could hear his door slam shut, flickering, flinching, and flickering as it did. More silence his wicked smile, far more unsettling than his sister's, but one very similar to the thing in the mirror. The thing in the mirror. A hand suddenly then squeezed my shoulder and spun me around, leaving me face to face with the bellboy. It had no pains. Its fingers were long and claw-like. I could no longer scream. I could not make a sound. The thing bent down, bringing its face closer to mine. A sound came out of it, wonder resembling a human voice. A few of them. I spoke no louder than a whisper. So warm, so soft. Please let me in. And then it opened my mouth. Or at least I think it was my mouth. Something small, tiny spider-like being came crawling out, presumably thousands. The hand holding my shoulder kept me in place, and those things started crawling all over me, into my mouth, my ears, my nose. I could not breathe. I could not do anything. I'm certain a few of them managed to get under my eyelids and fingernails, and well, as you can imagine, the pain was absolutely unbearable. I never want to feel that way again. But then something else is pulling me back, away from the bellboy. It dragged me across the floor and into what I think was now the elevator, but I'm still unsure of where it brought me. High-pitched screaming and sound made similar to the woman. The phone could be heard from the bellboy's direction. I remember the vibration, the floor, and even the walls around me. But whatever kept dragging me and brought me to the place, but that kept me far away from whatever chaos it left behind. Something sharp entered my neck, and instantly I could feel again. I could breathe. I could hear, and somehow even see. I could scream. Something covered my mouth as I tried backing away. A hand. It was difficult to make out my surroundings. I still cannot tell you where I was. I generally do not know, but I did recognize a familiar faint smell of that rotten meat. It spoke to me harshly, pulling out whatever it used on my neck. I'm sorry, that wasn't part of the deal. What just happened to you? I wanted to say something, but the hold of my mouth only tightened. It was a man's voice. Nothing like the bellboy, nothing like the man due toward tail. He sounded normal. The heat emanating from his hand felt, normal. I think it was an actual person that saved me. I cannot tell you too much, but those notes I left for you, everything you needed to know was on there. However, they deviated from their normal behavior, their normal routine, I should say. Despite this, you did everything right, so I'm going to let you go. Of course, everything I heard is paraphrasing when I recall him saying I still don't understand what he meant by the part of the deal, or how whatever those things were, it didn't stick to the protocol. Was it some sort of test? Some kind of ordeal experiment? Again, more questions, no more answers, and I haven't yet been given an answer, not a single one. I don't know what he did to me after that, but according to the nurse, she said that I was found in my room unconscious, and that they only found me when a maid came to clean the room. My parents were called, of course, and they flew to take care of me. They're staying at the motel close to the hospital, thank God for that. I have not told them what happened. I know that no one will believe me. That doesn't stop them from trying to get me to tell them that. After some thought, this is something I've decided to take to my grave. I don't want to admit into a psychiatric facility. I don't need to. At least I don't think so. Not yet. The nightmares are still there. I still see them. I can't even look at my own reflection without having some sort of panic attack. I really do not know what to do from here. Trina is still missing. Her mother has reached out to several local news networks to try and find her. The police already came to question me, and unfortunately, as I am a suspect in her disappearance, her mother refuses to speak to me, and according to my own mother, she blames me for everything that's happened to her daughter. Trina is my best friend, and I would never hurt her, and knowing she thinks this way. I miss her so much that I almost want to cry. Not because of her disappearance, but because I actually managed to make it out of there alive. I'm sorry if I'm not the hero you wanted me to be, the one who tells you that everything was fine now and that I'll be going back to find Trina to save her, but I'm never stepping foot in that place again. I can't. I will lose whatever sanity I've left and if I even look at that building again. I also went and found their website and the reviews are perfect 5 out of 5 stars, nothing from no one reviewing about the hell of what happened to me. I can't wrap my head around it. I just can't be the only one who has ever been through this. I tried to leave a review of my own as well, but before I could submit the whole site glitched and kicked me out. I tried several times, but the same thing would happen. I'm on the brink of crying just thinking about it. Please, if you've ever experienced this, please reach out to me. I can't be alone on this. I can't. I just can't be the only survivor, right? Also, for those